When this fucking beat drop, you already know what fucking time it is.
Daily Dose is on now.
Check it out, y'all.
As if 2020 couldn't get more worse, we begin with sending our thoughts and our prayers to the family of Tommy Tiny Lister, aka Deebo, from Friday. As we found out yesterday that Tiny passed away. Yes, he was 62 years old and he was found dead in his apartment as police went to go do a wellness check on him. And this is sad, y'all. I mean, come on, Deebo is one of the greatest characters of all time, especially here in Los Angeles. I mean, I still tuck my chain in when I hear the name Deebo. And honestly, Friday wouldn't be the hood classic it is without this man. Shout out to Deebo. And I got mind control over Deebo. He be like, shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again. I hope you got your baby fat velour suits and your Air Force One ready because it's going down tomorrow night. Keisha Cole versus Ashanti. And man, oh man, honestly, I don't know who's gonna win this one. I mean, both ladies got classics. Except it's gonna be kind of hard to beat Ashanti once she starts getting into a Murder Inc. catalog. But you know, I've been practicing. I've been getting ready for the battle tomorrow. You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go ahead and salute versus, man. Timbo and Swiss Beats have taken this to another level. And if it goes the way the other verses have gone down, this is going to be a classic. And our next guest, well, he wants to ensure you take your content to that next level. It is an honor and a privilege to sit down with Isaac Hayes III. Good morning, my bro. How are you?
How are you? I'm good. What's up?
I'm good, man. Listen, I came this morning prepared to get the gems that you're about to bestow on us. I see you're rocking the Fanbase shirt, and that's why we're here. Yeah. Talk about the Fanbase app and why people like myself and really everybody who's creating content, which is basically everybody in the world now, why should they be paying attention to Fanbase?
Well, Fanbase, number one, is a Black founded startup by myself. Right. And I made it specifically for any and every person on the planet that makes content. And that is everyone, in my opinion. I feel we're all content creators. We all make content. We post food photos. We do skits. We dance. We do jokes. We do all kinds. We work out. We do makeup tutorials, all types of stuff. But everyone should be able to monetize that content in one way, shape, or form. And so that's why I built Fanbase.
Man, that's crazy. When you said, and I said it too, but like everybody does it. Like my wife, she does makeup tutorials, right? She's constantly creating. Myself, we do comedy skits, but we don't own any of this content. Like it's not ours, right? Like they could use it, whether it's TikTok or Instagram. They could use it whenever they feel like, right? Yeah. And I think the biggest surprise for me was when we sat down with Dogface, you know, the guy that did the video on the skateboard and, you know, with the cranberry. Well, when I interviewed him, he didn't even know that video was used during the NBA Finals. Like he had no idea. Like he was shocked, just like we were. How crazy is that, man?
I mean, you know, probably the amount of brand cachet that he brought to Cranberry Juice and that song is incredible. So I'm glad that he did get some money off of that. And I think he got a new car. Didn't he get a car and some ocean spray? I mean, he capitalized off of it, but you know, but not owning your content or not being able to monetize your content just by doing cool stuff just like that is really, you know, the advantage of being over at Fanbase.
Okay, so now if I wanted to get on Fanbase and I wanted to create, right? Yeah. Because I know it's obviously you're very proud and you should be that it's a Black-owned company, right? Yeah. But you said it's for everybody. How could I be a part of that?
Well, right now we're on the Apple App Store. You can go to the Apple App Store and download it. We are opening to other countries and we actually are starting Android this week. So it'll be available Q1 2021 for the Android people. And we're launching in multiple countries over the next few weeks. So we're expanding. You know, we had a good raise, so we're expanding.
And so like I could become a member and just start posting just like regular, like I could just download it and I mean
So the difference between Fanbase and other platforms is Fanbase gives you the opportunity to have followers and subscribers. So you can have 1 million followers and 50,000 subscribers. And the way that we do the platform is a 50-50 rev share at $3.99. So you got to imagine that 50,000 subscribers at $2 a month is about $100,000 a month, about $1.2 million a year. And so there's a lot of content creators that have exceeded well over 1 million followers and can actually monetize their fan base to a much higher plateau. So we really want to give everybody the opportunity to make money. So you can have followers and subscribers on Fanbase, and you can also like and love content. If you like something, you like it. If you love it, you give the content creator half a penny, and you can love post as much as you want. So you can also make money that way too.
Whoa, that's dope. But you basically got the best of everything, really, and you put it on there. I just think it's so dope. It's really empowering the people. Like, really, that's what you're doing. Go ahead, please.
No, so I was saying absolutely. And one thing that being a Black founder of a platform, I know, just like all these other platforms know, that Black culture drives social media, right? We take our dances to TikTok. We take our wit and our humor and our clapbacks to Twitter. We take our skits and all our talent and our funny to Instagram, but nobody is really getting paid for the enormous amount of content that we make. So I want to have a platform that leverages the culture capital in favor of the community that builds these platforms and always keeps it in mind, because some creators often feel that they help build these platforms, but then at some point they get marginalized by the greater audience that these companies appeal to. And so at Fanbase, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep everybody in mind. Everybody's going to get equal footing, equal visibility. You know, we're not going to throttle down one type of user's engagement over another. Our model is not that of ad revenue, so we do not have to build our platform in a way that reflects, you know, trying to capture an ad audience.
That's crazy. So basically, obviously, we've seen it like where, you know, the Black community are created, or not even created, but they post about a dance. Oh yeah, even create a dance. And all it takes is one suburban white kid to fuck up a whoa. And that's the content you see, right? You know, I look back. That's all you see. You see that one instead of the originator, right? Basically, right. In layman's terms.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And so, and in a platform like that, yeah, we want to highlight creators. And one of the things that we do also as well is we allow people to post long form content too. So this is something we do: photo, video, live stories, and long form, and what we call Fanbase Plus, which is our long form content. So you can post up to 1 hour in 1080p HD quality video. So you basically are your own Netflix.
Right.
The quality that you put into your content, you get out of it. You can post a podcast, a reality show, a talk show, any type of tutorial segments over and over again, and you're your own Netflix. You build your audience that way, and the cool thing about that is you own your content, you call the shots, and you make the lion's share of the revenue.
That's what's up, man. Listen, we sitting down with Isaac Hayes, and I can already tell that, I mean, you got me excited, but I know there's a lot of people that are probably hating, right? A lot of companies that are like looking at you as the op now, and like, because you hear about with OnlyFans. Let's talk about OnlyFans. So with OnlyFans, okay, they try to, you know, you put your content out there, you get subscribers. But what's the biggest difference between OnlyFans and Fanbase? Because they're in a way providing the same service that you are. But what's the biggest difference?
Well, a couple things. The cool thing that I can say about OnlyFans, and I'll say about the people that go in there and use that platform, is a couple of years from now, everybody's going to be thanking the OnlyFans ladies and the people that use that platform, because they're normalizing paying for content. Granted, it's not all, some of it's pornographic and stuff like that, but they're normalizing the idea that, you know what, people should pay for content. And that's what we have to get to. Remember that space in the music industry where everybody was giving away mixtapes for free, and then streaming came along, and now people can make money off their mixtapes. Well, in the social media space, everybody's giving their content away for free, but now we're entering a space where people should be able to subscribe and pay for content in the same way. So what differs us between OnlyFans and Fanbase is we're an actual social network. And what I mean by that is a community of people that has followers, you have subscribers. It's the type of place that you want to engage with one another. The thing about OnlyFans is it's kind of like a one-off. Once you go there to see whatever lady or gentleman you're there to see, naked or not, once you've seen that, you kind of leave. There's nothing else left for you to do there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a native application. So since OnlyFans is so heavily pornographic, you won't find it on the Apple App Store. You won't find it on the Google Play Store. So you don't get native notifications when you go live. You know, you're always not kept up to date on the most current things that are going on in real time. And it's not the type of environment that you want to post your photo and start commenting and sharing with your friends all the time, because most of it is porn.
No, it's got a bad stigma to it. Like real talk.
Absolutely.
I wanted to do, I wanted to get an OnlyFans like for all the chubby chasers out there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put myself, in all kinds of very seductive ways for the ladies or whatever.
Absolutely.
But obviously it's got that bad stigma. So you can't even you wouldn't even really talk about it. Right. And I think with Fanbase, it's something that puts like the social media aspect of IG and then the TikTok, and it just brings it all together. And so one thing that I thought was super dope was that you got this money through, you raised this money online, right? You got this through what app was it? Through what site that you? Start
Engine.
Right. So it was a startup company and it was all invested by people that were just like me, just like you. I think that was hella dope.
Absolutely. So what I took advantage of is something called the Jobs Act. And the Jobs Act was signed into law by Barack Obama and Joe Biden in 2012.
Okay.
And what that did is it lowered the regulation that allows anybody to invest in a private company such as mine. And to give context to that, from 1933 all the way to 2012, it was illegal to invest in a private company unless you were something called an accredited investor, AKA rich. That means you had to have a net worth in excess of $1 million or make over $200,000 a year for 2 consecutive years. So think about in 1933, who had $1 million?
Come on.
I don't even care. Not even poor white people had that.
Right,
so it was really about an opportunity for the rich have been getting richer for 80 plus years. And so when they signed that into law, it lowered the regulation that allows anyone to invest in a private company, regardless of their net worth or annual income. So companies like Start Engine came along and allowed people to raise public dollars for their private company. And so I was mentored into this position by 3 great women, Monique Idolette, Dawn Dixon, Angela Benton. All of them mentored me in some way, shape, or form to wind up on Start Engine. And we were able to raise $1 million on the platform and actually exceed that. And we've actually waitlisted another $1.5 million. So we've raised $2.5 million.
Damn.
And we're still raising. Anybody can go to startengine.com/fanbase and join the wait list. When you join the wait list, it's just like investing, but it's not legally allowed because I can only raise up to 1 million. But the SEC upped the regulation to $5 million, but that law doesn't take effect until January. So that money will be accepted. It just won't be accepted to a later date at sometime after the law takes effect in January.
That's crazy. So right now, if I wanted to, I could get on the wait list if I wanted to be an investor, right? And by January, I will be allowed in. Which what's crazy to me because I see that it's so common now, like to invest in a startup online, and to think that at one point in time it wasn't allowed. It just the more right, the more that you find out, these things become so common now.
And on top of that, the minimum to invest in Fanbase is $256. So we have over 4,000 investors who are getting their feet wet in investing. And it's not like with typical VC. Sometimes VC companies want $50,000, $100,000 minimum to invest. So there's a big gap between $256 and $50,000. And so, you're getting a chance to own part of the platform that you use. So even if you're a content creator, this is what I say, artists, musicians, invest in Fanbase. So own part of the platform that you blow up. Because as successful as Fanbase becomes, your investment converts at a liquidity event, which means when somebody buys it, or we do an IPO of stock, or we do a merger. So at that point, you own part of a platform that you help grow to the next level. So you get paid on the front end as a user that has subscribers, and you own a part on the back end. So we encourage all influencers, people, anybody that wants to use the platform to invest in it.
Which is crazy, bro, because how many people built up apps, right, and then they got sold, right, and they made nothing out of it, man.
Absolutely.
Was it like Vine, Snapchat, like all that? Imagine you at the forefront of creating this app, and then when it gets sold, you get some cash. I mean, my man, bro. You honestly, this is why I wanted to talk to you, and I hope this is not the last time. And you know what I'm saying? And actually, what that would make, if I invest, then we would be partners, right?
Absolutely, you would own part of the company.
So, in January or February or next year in 2021, whenever I want to talk to my business partner again, we could just call you up and you can give us all these gems again, correct?
Absolutely.
My man, listen, to everybody who creates content out there, and obviously, which is basically everybody. You're on YouTube right now. You probably took a break from creating content. Go check out Fanbase. Go download the app now and be smart about it, man. Why are we giving away everything, all this sauce, all this culture? And that goes to, obviously, you're speaking, and you're probably speaking for the Black community, but also to the Latino community. This is so much of our influence, and we are one of the biggest consumers in America, honestly. So it's time to invest in Black business and also invest in yourself, man. Fanbase is the
Absolutely.
app. Hey, look, I ain't even no cap. You see my Kobe case? I'm about to download it right now.
There you go.
And Isaac, it is a pleasure to talk to you, man. Honestly, straight up.
Thank you.
My man is Isaac Hayes III. Fanbase is the app. Go download that. Go invest in that. Do that now. This is the Daily Dose, baby. Shout out to the ATL one time, too.
Yes, indeed.
When this fucking beat drop, you already know what fucking time it is.
Now, check it out, y'all.